Alrighty, we are coming down into child's pose. So hands and knees, and then sit your bottom all the way back. Get your bottom right down. Reach your arms forward and drop your head down. Take some nice deep breaths here. And then walk your hands over to the left side, lengthening down your right side. And then walking your hands over to the right side. And then come back to the middle. Plant your elbows down and then lift your hands, bringing them into prayer, and then taking them behind your head. So just getting a little bit more into those triceps. And then release the hands down. And then come back up onto hands and knees. And then lift the chest and take the hands onto the lower back, or as if you're going to put your hands in your pockets. And then lift the chest, draw the elbows towards each other, and slightly lean back. And then release. And then coming back down into the child's pose, but I want you to turn your palms up to the sky. So you're just externally rotating your shoulders. Your arms should feel a little bit different. And then turn your palms down to come back up and take a seat. So just sitting with your left leg in front. Let's do that. Taking the hands onto the knees, drop the shoulders down, and just lifting the head, lifting the chin, and then dropping the chin, looking down. And then looking back up and back to the start. And then take your right hand around to the left side, and then just sort of clasp those hands, all right, put them together and drop your head to the left. And then release both hands. And then take the hands now behind the head. And then pull forwards. And kind of like resist a little bit against your hands. So feel that stretch go down the back of the neck. And then come back up and release the hands to round to the other side. Take the left hand across to the right side. clasp those hands and then drop your head to the right. Then release the hands back to the knees. Roll the shoulders around. Good. And then undo the legs. So bending the knees and just taking your hands behind you, or in my case, you can lean against the wall, and just drop the knees from side to side. Just screen wipe the legs. So as you come across, feeling that sort of outer hip glute stretch. Last one. Good. And then coming back to a kneeling position. So if you need to, you might have to sit on a cushion or a block or something. And we're just going to twist now. So we're going to twist around to the left. So right hand on left knee. Left hand reaches around behind. So we're going to wrap it around and look over the shoulder. And then come back to the middle, clasp the hands and press the palms up to the sky, looking up. And then release those hands and take them out to the side as if you were pushing the walls away. Straighten those arms, push away. And then we're going to release and twist to the other side. Wrap that hand around, looking over the shoulder. And then come back to the middle. And then coming back to hands and knees. And then we're taking our right leg out to the right side. And then bring your left hand around to the left side as we reach the right arm up. Do that very good, didn't I? And then lengthen that right arm right over. So we've got that nice long straight line. And then if you want, you can lift that leg. And then sweep that arm while we're here around and make a nice circle. And again. One more. Come down and around, and then drop that leg and come up. Bring that leg in, and let's swap sides. So over to the other side. Up. And then extend the arm. And then if you want, maybe lifting that leg, you don't have to. And sweep that arm around. Really opening up. And then bring it down onto the hands and knees. And we're going to go into our pigeon. So we're going to bring our left knee behind our left wrist, and then bring our left foot behind our right wrist. And then you're either going to drop down into your 90-90, or you're going to extend your right leg back behind you. Okay? And then you can stay up high, or you can come down low. But I suggest you try and aim to get this left leg going across your mat before you lower yourself down. Otherwise, you'll keep getting into a comfort zone of having that leg tucked back, going, oh, this is okay, I can do this. All right, and then from here, we're going to plant our hands down and lift the left knee, and then just step it across so that we're in our low lunge. Bring your left hand onto the inside, and then you can just use your elbow to press that knee away, or you bring your hand up, press it right out. And then release. And then we're going to step that left foot out to the side, turn the toes away, because we're going to drop the knee down to the ground. All right, so the legs out to the side like we're in frog. Bring your elbows down. All right, so I've got my leg here. And then see if you can get your chest down. So your aim here is to have both butt cheeks down. So we don't want to be twisted here. All right, so wherever you can get, all right, so I might just be down here, wherever you can get it. So it's just like our half frog. And then straighten that leg back. Bring your elbows underneath you into Sphinx pose, lifting the chest. And then lowering yourself down and taking your hands under your shoulders to press yourself up. And then bring that left leg forward into a split. Good, and then bring that leg back in, and I'm going to swap it over. So on your hands and knees, bring your right knee to the back of the right wrist, and then bring the the right foot across your mat. And then either extend your leg or go into your 90-90. Good. And then we're going to come out of that. So we're lifting that right knee and bringing the right foot across into our low lunge. And then bringing your right hand onto the inside, and then maybe pressing that elbow against the knee, or bringing your hand to the inside of your knee as you press it away. Really opening up that hip. And then bring the hand down. And then we're going to go into that half frog. Went blank there. All right, so we're going to drop this knee down and then bring the chest down. So remember that leg's going out to the side, whether it's high or low, up to you, but we just want to keep our butt down. And then making our way back up, pressing up and coming back to hands and knees, and then stepping your right leg through into the half split. And then bring that leg back in. And let's take another seat, this time with our right leg in front. All right, so now you're either going to stay here with your legs crossed, or if you want to go that extra bit, you're going to bring your foot on top. Now, you don't want your foot down here in the crease. And get it on top, okay? Then we're going to bring our hands into prayer. I'm going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Oh, and if you can't do that, just twist. You can actually go into a twist this way. And then bring it back. And then we're going to come forwards, bring the chest forward. And then bring that chest back up. And just undo the shake. Sit up nice and tall. Reach your hands towards your toes. And release. All right, so now we're crossing the left leg in front, or stacking the left foot on top. All right, so whichever you're up for. Either taking the hands into prayer or going into that twist this way. All right. and then release. And then bringing your chest forwards. And then pressing back up. And again, just straightening those legs out now. Giving them another little shake. Stacking your right foot on top of your left or crossing the leg. And then reaching towards your toes. And release and change the crossover or the stack. Reach. And release. All right, so we're going to go into cow face pose. Now this is where you're either going to bring your knee over or you're going to stack the knee and then you're going to bend the other. So you've got those choices, okay? And then you're going to reach your right arm up, down the back, and then take your left arm around behind and see if you can grab hold of your fingers, looking up. Just release the hands and then turn to the right. So in that little twist. And then back to the front. And undo those legs. Bring them into butterfly, soles of the feet together, pushing down. And release. Right, so then we're going to swap it over. Take the right leg out and cross the left one over or stack it. And then tuck. All right, so we've got the knees stacked. Now for the bad side. So we're going the other way. All right, so down, up. Watch always gets in the way. Okay, got it. So one side might be tighter than the other, like this one. And then release the arms. And let's go into that twist. And then come forwards, undo those legs, and then take the legs wide. Toes activated, and then sitting up tall or maybe even reaching forwards. And then pressing back up, bringing those legs in, bending your right knee. Show you this way. Bring your right arm onto the inside and reach towards your left toes. Now you might stay there if you want. Then wrap your hand around here and take your left hand around to grab hold of your hand. Keep those left toes active. And then release. Bring your right hand around behind you, drop that right knee, and then lift up onto that knee. And back down. And let's swap it over. So straighten your right leg, bend your left knee. Bring your left hand onto the inside and reach towards your right toes. And then you might stay there or wrap the arm around, right arm around, grab hold and hold. And then release the arms. Bring your left hand around behind you, drop your left knee down and reach up. And back down. Back to the front and back to our butterfly. So bringing the soles of the feet together. And again, pushing down. And then lifting the knees, bringing the feet out and bringing your arms onto the inside. And then maybe you can take the hands underneath and bring, so kind of wrapping your hand around your foot and lower your chest towards the ground. And then if you've lowered down and you've got your hands wrapped, take them out, press back up. Take your hands back behind you as we did at the beginning. And this time just drop your knees over to one side, but hold them there. So your aim is to get your right knee, your top knee down onto the ground. And then bring the knees up slowly and over to the other side. And then back up. And just coming into cross leg, whichever leg forward you like. And just taking a nice deep breath in. Hold. And exhale out. And again, breathe in. Hold. And exhale out. And one more, breathe in. Hold. And breathe out. And we are done.